Lucky Boys Podcast.
Compound interest, especially if you're in your 20s, is so powerful.
Right.
But a lot of people in their 20s, they want to be lit.
Yep.
They gotta, the Instagram gotta look right. Their shoe game, they want to have the latest and greatest, and they're not really thinking about the 30-year-old, 40-year-old version of them when they may not have the same circle of friends to impress anymore. It's a whole different ball game when you're thinking about shit. Look, I want this house. When you not even want, I need a place to live. And I need to pay for it now. I'm totally responsible, and I can't really lean on my parents. I mean, assuming you're not a trust fund kid, you're really gonna have to start planning ahead early.
Correct. Yeah, and the earlier the better, right?
Right.
So compounding is like a supercharger,
It
NOS
is.
for the car.
Yeah, you want to develop these good financial habits, especially if you have kids. I mean, to all the parents listening, right? You want to get your kids started as early as possible. I mean, if you just think about the variance of savings. You could do it on a calculator online, but just look at it between the compound interest between savings in your mid-20s to versus your mid-30s is exponential. Now imagine that same variance between when you're 15 and you're 25. And if your kids understand money at a young age. I mean, my daughter is 5. She understands the concept of money, that you have to pay for things, and certain things have different values. She gets it. She totally gets it. She knows how to add and subtract. She gets all that. So with that, I think from there you have to build your kids to have this foundation there, so that they can. I think it's just as important to teach your kids financial literacy,
Yes.
as it is to teach them actual literacy in regards to reading and math. It's just as important, because when they go out there in the real world, if they start like us, we weren't taught that. We were taught at a very late. I didn't really get serious about money until my mid-20s, until I started getting money. I was like, wait, whoa, I got to figure out how to, I have all this debt. How do I pay my college loans back, my credit cards? All of a sudden, I started thinking, whoa, 5 years from now, 10 years, I'm going to want to get all that stuff I've been dreaming about my whole teenage life. So how do I start constructing a pathway towards that? Teaching, if I can't imagine how intelligent, how much I probably would be able to. I'm probably sitting here with a cocktail with you, go, hey, we're retired. I'm podcasting 24/7.
On a boat somewhere.
Yeah, if I learned that at a young age, oh my gosh, I think it'd be so powerful. I'll be way ahead. I think I'll be in the top, in the 5% of thinking about money. I'll just be so ahead, because a lot of people just aren't that. They don't take it that seriously.
Yeah. Well, I think also some people have the mindset of like, when I die, I can't take it with me. I can take money with me, so I might as well spend it now. So like, how would you address that? People in that mindset.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I mean, everybody has their preferences. Some people, they have their sneaker game. Some people, the foodies, they want to go out to omakases all the time.
Oh boy,
Right.
omakase's so good though. Yeah,
No,
you're right.
and there's not, I get it, right? YOLO, right?
Yeah.
But it's, what do you want out of life, right? Do you want to eat well? Do you want to dress well? Do you want to retire early? You can't have everything.
Right. It's what do you prioritize?
Correct.
Right. And we just had this. We just had Amy on our podcast last week, and she's on that pathway where you are. She's a aspiring money guru, and she's got a great head on her shoulders, and I really think she'll hit her financial goals. She's very disciplined, very knowledgeable, and she said this great quote: "You can have anything, but you can't have everything." I was like, whoa, and that's exactly what you just said. I think minds that think like that are well aware where they can be happy once you accept that fact. Then you can really move forward and figure out, okay, where am I gonna spend my time and money on, and that'll still allow me to hit my financial goals. Kind of make that compromise.
Some of that is sacrificing now for future benefit.
Yeah.
Right? And I think too many people don't think like that. So last year, at the end of last year, I was diagnosed with a hereditary condition, and that was really the trigger point for me to retire. So I've had the financial means for, I would say, probably the last 3-4 years I could have retired, but I kept working because I thought, hey, I'm young. What else am I going to do? This is the prime of my earning life.
Right.
So I kept working. But then, you know, it hit me when I got diagnosed that, hey, life's not given, right? So you got to live while you can. You got to enjoy life while you can.
Yeah, sure.
And so for me, I value free time, right? I don't value material things. I value free time, right? To do what I want to do. So, you know, I told my boss, you know, I'm done.